What you're looking at here is my 2004 Honda Element. It's my Hootie-mobile. It's my daily driver. Do all my mobile calls in it and go to the junkyard quite a bit, pick up parts. It's a parts running car, daily driver. Anyway, I did something to it recently, about a month ago, and I waited this long to mention it because I wanted to get some use out of it before I made a review on it. So we'll go inside and I'll show you what I'm talking about and give you my thoughts on it and go from there. Alright, so anyway, I put this radio in. It's a double-din radio. It's from Amazon. It's about $45 for this radio. And it was perfect for this car because the factory Element in 2004, at least this is the base model Element, didn't have even auxiliary port, Bluetooth, nothing. Just a basic radio with, I don't even know if it has CD player. It was very basic. And like I said before, I do quite a bit of driving in this every day, and I really wanted something with Bluetooth, you know. And so I ended up getting this radio. I saw some other people getting it on Amazon and got it and put it in about a month ago, and I've been very happy with it. I kind of do the rundown on it. The radio itself was about $45, and then the install kit and the wiring kit, you know, I got separate. Probably got about $60, maybe $65 into the whole thing. And like I said, I've had it a month, and I'm pretty impressed with it for what it is. It doesn't have a DVD or CD player, nothing like that. It's very small. Like, the screen is big, but the actual unit itself is very small. I would tell you the name of it, but it comes in... The radio is basically a no-name radio. It comes in a plain brown box, and it has like real basic instructions. I don't know. It's just straight up Chinese radio. And like I said, it doesn't have a DVD player or anything, but it will play DVDs if you have an SD card. It has an SD card slot, and it has a USB slot. So it does have capability to play videos and stuff if you have another media that you can plug into it. But it doesn't have any slot, which is fine. Most people don't, you know, most radios don't come with that anymore anyway. And I actually like it because the actual install is easier. The radio's not even probably a quarter the size of the old radios. It's very light. And anyway, so I'll go ahead and turn it on. You can see that there won't be any kind of name or anything. I think it says, yeah, HD MP5. That's the name of it. So this is the radio itself. Turn it down.
Yeah, so good underneath the tree. You can see it for yourself.
This is basically your FM, AM, and it's got kind of like the old school dial, which is kind of neat. It's got all the presets, everything you would need, and it does have this. It does have Bluetooth, of course. So you can hit. It's a touch screen, so you can hit the home button, and this is what you're going to come up with. And you know, if you got SD card or whatever, you can hit that for music, movies, photos. If for some reason you want to put photos on it, I don't know. It's got an Explorer. If you have like an SD card, you want to explore through it. It's really easy to change all the settings. You just hit the settings button, and you know, it's got all the general settings for language, audio, radio area, time, general. Everything's very easy on it. It does have steering wheel controls. I don't have, you know, this is a base model Honda, so I didn't mess with that. I don't know if that works or not. This radio does come with the backup camera. I didn't hook it up mainly because on these Elements, it has like a tailgate that folds up and down, and I didn't want the wires to be going back and forth when it folds up and down all the time and chafing and causing a short, having issues like that. So I just left the backup camera off. It does come with one though, believe it or not, for $45 or whatever it is. So that's pretty impressive. And the Bluetooth, once you get it set up on your phone, it'll automatically connect to your phone every single time that you turn it on. So that's nice also. It does have the P-Link for your phone. I haven't set that up yet. You need you'll need a USB cord to your phone to hook that up. I don't have any reason. I mean, like I said, the main reason why I got it was because I wanted to play my music on my phone. A lot of my music is on my phone. So that's the main reason why I got it. And so you can do Bluetooth or auxiliary port if you got a phone. So that's basically it. The only issue I've had with it, I've had it about a month, maybe a month and a half, and maybe out of once every 20, 25 times you turn the car on, your screen will come up like this, but it'll say 12 o'clock up here, and you'll have no sound. And everything works on this, like it appears like everything's working on the radio. You can go through the menus and things, but it just won't play the sound. And the only thing I figured out is if I turn the car back off and turn it back on, it's fine. And it's done that probably 3 or 4 times since I've had it. And I've reset, just turned the key off, let the radio power down, and then power it back up, and it's worked right away every single time. So that's the only issue I've had with it. I don't know. I haven't looked into it to see if anyone else had that issue or there's a way to fix it or reset it without turning the car off. Because it's only happened a couple times. I haven't really, I didn't expect much anyway for $45 for the radio, but I'm actually pretty impressed with it. There's not much else I would want a radio to do. I don't care about amps and subs and doing all that stuff. So I just wanted to make a little review and talk about this radio a little bit. I think it's a good radio if you have a daily driver car and you're not real concerned about amps and multiple speakers and putting a bunch of power out. It's perfect, especially if you have an older car, it doesn't have Bluetooth or auxiliary port or anything, or if you're going to flip a car, it's got an older radio in it. I think if you would get a radio like this and put it in like a flipper car, it would add value to the car for sure. And like I said, I mean the sound's fine. It doesn't sound any less good. It doesn't sound the factory radio was, like I said before, it's a base model element, so the sound and the speakers in this car are not all that great anyway. I would think it definitely sounds as good or better than the factory radio, and I would think, it's just a lot of it's going to depend on your car and your speakers and all that, but my personal feeling is it's probably sufficient. It'll probably sound decent. If you had, the better the car or the better the speakers you have, the better it's going to sound. I believe it does have an amp hookup in the back. Like I said, I'm not concerned about all that with this car, but it does have that feature. It does have, the only thing I have, it doesn't have a mic. It doesn't come with a mic. So if someone calls you and you're on Bluetooth playing the radio, it'll pick up the phone for you and answer it. And but then you can't talk to them unless you put it on speaker on your phone. So I kind of wish it had a mic that I could have mounted somewhere. I'm not even sure if it has a place to put a mic in the back, to add one after the fact. So I didn't think about it when I put it in originally. I don't feel like pulling it back out to find out. But yeah, that's my review. If you got, like I said, if you're looking for a double din radio, I mean, this $45 on Amazon, I think it's a steal of the century. I've had this probably a month and a half, and it's worked. I mean, I don't really, really need anything else out of a radio. I think it's a great radio for the price, and I actually might buy another one for my other car that's not my daily driver, because it's got a factory radio in it too. It's a older Mercury Grand Marquis, and that radio has nothing, no auxiliary or anything either. So I may end up putting one of these in there. I definitely would recommend this radio to anyone. Like I said, this one's been good. I've only had that one issue where there'll be no sound, and that's happened maybe 4 times in a month and a half. And it was easy to reset and get it going. So I don't know what that's all about, but I would still, for $45, I'd recommend this radio to anyone, especially daily driver, or you just got an older radio you want to replace. I'll leave the link down below where I got mine. I think several people sell this radio, and I think they call it different names. It doesn't really have a name, but it is the same basic radio that I've seen that several different Amazon people are selling it. It's basically just a straight up Chinese radio, and like I said, it comes in a plain brown box, and very little instructions, but it's all touchscreen. It's all easy to use. Don't really, doesn't really need instructions. And yeah, that's about it. I'm very happy with it, for the price especially. And, you know, it does come, like I said, it does come with the SD card. It does have a USB port, auxiliary port, pretty much anything you would need for, like, you know, external media or whatever. So that's pretty much it. I'll leave the link down below if you want to get one. I'm not sponsored by them. No one's paid me. I just, whenever I get something that I think other people would be interested in or could use, I'll try to make a video on it for the channel. And I definitely think if you're looking for, you know, a cheaper doubled-in brand new radio, you can't go wrong with this one. So I'll leave a link and you can check it out. And anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video, and God bless.